Do you feel guilty when you are not being productive? Yep, keep watching. All right, second one. So let's say you've got a big creative project that you really want to start, or you've got something that you really want to leave, like a job that you hate, but you just kind of stick around in. But instead of doing it, you find that you just sort of wait. If you got some more yeses, then we're on the same page. All right, final one. Do you ever just wish that you could just get over whatever this thing is by literally just issuing yourself a permission slip? And now the answer to the actual question you have. What's up with that thumbnail? You canceling yourself or something? What's going on? I don't know about you, but I've been seeing so many hit pieces on YouTube lately. And I don't really have much to say about that, but I do have something to say about a weird side effect of hit pieces in general, and something that I haven't really seen anyone talk about. There is an unintended consequence that hits people in the center of this Venn diagram. Ambitious, hypervigilant, self-destructive. If you really want to do something big with your life, but you struggle with feelings of guilt and shame and imposter syndrome, patterns of self-sabotage, and the fear that you just don't have permission to truly live the way that you want, then the worst parts of your brain are constantly scanning for evidence that success is bad. And there is no juicier evidence like seeing somebody at the top of their game getting knocked off. And instead of thinking the logical thought that you've done nothing wrong and you have no reason to actually fear this, you just start catastrophizing. And I should be clear, it's not just hit pieces that do this unintended consequence thing. When my head is being particularly harsh, productivity videos make me feel lazy. The word grit makes me feel like I can't quit anything. And when I see true artistic talent, instead of feeling inspired, I just think, well, why should I even bother trying? Maybe you feel the same as well. This video is going to jump around a bit, but just bear with me because by the end we'll be tying up everything in a nice little package and there'll even be a little something for you. Yeah, alrighty. So I made that intro because I wanted to make a video about imposter syndrome, right? And then, caught this, I got the freaking flu. Yeah, dude, I got super duper sick. Naturally, I told myself all the things you're not meant to tell yourself. I was like, hey, push through, don't worry about it. You're not sick, you got this, you're fine, just keep going. Of course, then another part of me is like, bro, can we rest? Come on, man, can we just take a break? And that part of me is not very loud. But it was in this moment that I kind of had an epiphany. I was like, hang on, if those two voices inside me were different people, one of them would suck. He would be a terrible person to work for. And yet, that's kind of what's going on here. I work for a horrible boss, and that horrible boss is me. This guilt trip got so bad that I literally Googled the word permission, because I'm like, if I won't let me off the hook, maybe someone else will. So I type permission into my browser and then it auto-completes with permission bot. And I'm like, oh my God, I've already solved this problem. I made an AI tool to give me permission for moments like this. I told it that I was sick and that I really wanted permission just to rest. And it goes, all right, listen up. You've got the flu. Your body is waving a big red flag and it's saying, hey buddy, I need a break. Taking care of yourself isn't a justifiable luxury. It's a necessity. Let's talk about that work piling up. You're not a robot. You can't keep cranking out content while your body is trying to fight off a virus. Think of it this way. If you push through and get sicker, guess what? You'll end up taking more days off later, and who wants that? So here's your permission slip. Take the day off, rest, recharge, and remember that you're not slacking. You're being smart. Enjoy your day off without overthinking, and don't you dare let guilt sneak in. I read that, and I was instantly like, yes, it makes total sense for me to rest, of course. How could I have not realized that? And that's when it hit me. The problem that I've been trying to solve with imposter syndrome, it's structurally identical. The resistance that I feel when I see success equals bad or productivity equals lazy, what I want to hear in that moment is exactly what I wanted to hear when I was sick. I just wanted permission.
Your permission slip.
Earlier this year, I listened to the book Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, Eat, Pray, Love, Elizabeth Gilbert, and the whole audiobook experience really made me feel like this empowered 90s mum who could just take on the world. Anyway, there's this part where she addresses permission slips directly.
All of which is to say, you do not need a permission slip from the principal's office to live a creative life. Or if you do worry that you need a permission slip, there, I just gave it to you. I just wrote it on the back of an old shopping list. Consider yourself fully accredited. Now go make something.
And I love that. Of course, I'm an illustrator, I'm a pretty tactile dude, so the idea of a figurative permission slip, I was like, yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna make one. You don't need a permission slip, but if you'd like one, here is your permission to start right now. This is your official sign that it is time to take risks, make your own stuff, take life seriously, level up. I know that they are self-help platitudes, but damn man, sometimes we need those cliches. At least that's how I felt when I listened to that Elizabeth Gilbert book. It was real nice.
Consider this your permission slip should you absolutely nothing.
This one addresses the feeling of, you know when you're trying to chill, trying to relax, and you got that little voice in the back of your head that's saying, but you should be working, you could use this time more productively. That is what this permission slip is for. This is your permission slip to do nothing. Chillin'. This one is for anybody who struggles with the sunk cost fallacy. You put all your time into one project, but you kind of know in the back of your mind that it's not going right, but you decide to keep going because you feel like you owe it something unless somebody were to give you permission. Well, meet QuitBot. Say no if you want. Congratulations, you are fully authorized to quit. Continue? Yes? No. This permission slip means that you may now cancel plans and something that isn't working and change your mind.
Say no, he's not kind. Go QuitBot.
Thanks, QuitBot. The next permission slip I wanted to make, this came from a YouTube comment on my community post yesterday. This is your official permission slip. This document hereby grants you to irrevocable perpetual authority. You do not need to have your whole life figured out. Reading this in that comment, I was like, damn, actually, yeah, that's a big block that I have. I always feel like I need to know just a little bit more than I do. And even if I were to find that out, I'd need to know just a little bit more than that. I guess this is permission to act with incomplete information and just be chill with it. And then finally, I wanted to make one that addressed a feeling that, I don't know if other people have this, but I very much have this. You know when you have like an intuitive feeling about something, just like a gut instinct that you should be doing this, but you don't do it because you hear something else and it just gets distracted and you end up second guessing yourself? Well, this is your permission slip to back yourself. Yeah, don't second guess it, trust your gut, double down, you know what you gotta do. This doesn't always apply, but damn man, sometimes it's nice to just back your own instincts. So I drew those and then I was thinking, well, how do I want to display them and how do I want to share them with other people? So I took a page, a literal page, out of zines. Check it out. I decided to make a horizontal zine that could sit on your desk like this. And then whichever permission slip that you are most needing to see at the moment, you could just flip it over and have it facing you. So I did that, right? But then I thought, what should I put on the back? I'm a pretty analog dude, but sometimes you do need something a bit stronger. So I made this, break in case of emergency. What goes here? A QR code. What? Remember Permission Bot? That AI tool that I made, then forgot about, then used to justify me resting because I had the flu, because I am broken? Permission Bot! I made this tool for when having a literal permission slip on your desk isn't quite cutting it. Here's how it works. So you answer these two questions. What do you want permission for? Why haven't you done it yet? And then boom, permission.
What do you feel like you don't allow yourself to enjoy or even to do?
I really like to go on some walks by myself. Or like with someone, but that someone has to be older than 2. Why haven't you done it yet? Because I have a 2-year-old. But I love taking her.
Well, let's see what happens.
Alright, let's get real here. You're a parent and that is a full-time job that can feel like a marathon with no finish line. Yeah.
Obviously read it, I don't know, like you read a horoscope or something. Like it's not gospel and it is just AI generated text.
So here's your permission slip. Go take that nature walk. Yay.
But the reason I wanted to put this there is because ideas can be sparked from anywhere.
Your toddler will be just fine for an hour. In fact, they'll probably be better off with a refreshed, happier parent when you get back.
And sometimes just seeing a particular phrase said a different way can unlock whatever it is that is blocking you.
That's really nice to be validated.
Hence, break in case of emergency.
I like that it's whatever you want to write. Yeah, I think that's really cool.
Thanks.
Very cool. Well done.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's that, man. I might be a bad boss to myself, but this right here, this gets at one of the big ways to tackle that. Literally just constantly reminding myself that I am allowed to do things. It sounds simple, but I don't know. In a world where you are just bombarded by noise and all it takes is one innocent thumbnail to trigger a guilt trip, it's quite nice to have something physical that intentionally does the opposite. It's a lovely thing to remember that you don't need permission. And that is the permission slip, the ultimate permission slip, to start, to stop, to do whatever it is that you gotta do. And if you wanna make one, obviously make one yourself, or if you just wanna use mine, I have put a little printout and where you cut it and all that sort of stuff in the description. Just enjoy it, just give yourself a bit of permission. Alrighty, have a beautiful day. Catch ya.